This episode is brought to you by Genesis Network. With business alignments with the NBA, the Genesis Network gives you all the blockchain services and products in one spot, like an NFT marketplace protecting artists' copyrights, eliminating all problems caused from lack of protection and security in the industry. The private sale starts April 25th at just 22 cents with only 5 million tokens available, and the public sale starts May 1st. Visit genesis.network for more information, link in the description below. If you want to see more videos and interviews like this from influential people in tech, finance, and sports, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the bell to be alerted. And go a step further and join the YouTube and membership area for early releases of videos like this. I'm out of here. Ha! It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another Kick in the Session. Today I got my man Kalen. He's from New York, but he's in the LA area right now. He's got a project that it's called NFTv1. Which is an interesting project that we're going to look at today. But what's even more interesting is the way I met this dude. Okay, so we're going to go into that right now. Kalen, what's going on, bro?
Let's get it, bro.
So if some of you have heard me talk about this on some of my live streams, or one of them with my man Rice, he was on with me, and I talked about me getting into it with the guy down in Miami. Ironically enough, this is the guy. So we were literally about to scrap. I had just got to Miami. I'm trying to get my lint brush out the trunk, and he walks by, and I'm looking at him. He looking at me. He like, "What's good?" I'm like, "What's good? What's going on?" So then I literally go into the event. Shout out to my man Ken Bozak, Shitcoin 2022. I go into the event, and I see Kalen on the stage talking about NFTs. I said, "You can't make this shit up." You know, after that whole event, man, I shook my head because I take responsibility for not even giving the energy that I thought you were giving me back to you. I should have been the better man, the more mature man. I got 2 kids. I run a couple of businesses. I run a YouTube channel. And you don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. Niggas is crazy out here, bro, right? I'm out. Hey, I'm from Detroit, right? I'm out there naked. I ain't got nothing on me.
Exactly.
You know? And I thought you was from Miami. So I'm like,
I'm from New York, but where I'm from in New York is like Rochester is not a safe city, you know, especially for people like us. It's not a safe city. So I always, you know, I don't know. And in LA, it's like, you know, I live in South Central. So it's like, I'm just, you know, I'm not an aggressor, but I'm not backing down from like somebody. I don't know what it was. It was just like we both I felt like you probably did think I was from Miami trying to like jack your shit,
come on, dog.
Yeah,
you know.
I can see that now.
Hell yeah! Now I'm looking. You know,
you had the equipment. You was packing the equipment.
Yeah,
I can see that now.
I got my Gucci bag on. You know.
I got you.
So I'm like, you know, I mean, if it's going down, it's going down. You know, if he pull out a blicky or something, then I'm just gonna give it up. I can get stuff replaced. I can't replace my life, but you know. And ironically enough, man, turns out that from that altercation, ladies and gentlemen, we were able to kick it and get on an understanding about, you know, why he was that way and why I was that way. And for me, man, it just really, again, you know, for black men in America, you said it when I talked to you the third time I ran into you. Was like, man, I suffer from PTSD.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shoot, same here, man. You know, and that's a serious issue that we need to address as men, as black men in America, bro. But I'm glad that we were able to talk, and I want to talk to you about your project. So it's called NFTv1. I like it. Almost looks like MTV.
Yeah, that's why, you know, when I came up with the idea, I was trying to morph the logo of VH1 and MTV
VH1, right?
Yeah, with NFTs. So you know, I came up with this idea last summer, and I've been working on it since.
So tell me about your journey into crypto. How long have you been in it? What attracted you to the NFT space? Give me a little background about yourself, bro.
Yes, I'm basically a filmmaker. I went to film school in Philadelphia, a school called Drexel University.
Okay.
I moved out to LA after I had an internship with MGM. I was actually in their ads division, like making key art. That's why I have graphic. Like I made all my graphic design and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks nice.
Yeah. And then I moved out to LA. I've been working on mostly music videos, but I, intend to work on feature content. So basically, I've been in crypto since 2018. I was working for a company called Social Spaces. At the time, they were trying to tokenize how people pay rent, and I was a video guy. So back then, I was just there. I didn't know like fully what blockchain was. In school, I had heard of Bitcoin, but I didn't know fully what blockchain was. So even at the meetings back then, it was like I was learning, and then eventually it hit for me when I saw NFTs was winning. I just had to do my research, and then I realized what the private ledger is versus public ledger, and how blockchain technology really operates, how things are an asset. NFTs can be used as an asset. So as a filmmaker, I'm like, I used to work for a company where I used to view their video ads, in their revenue off YouTube. So I saw like per view, you're not really, it's not a per view thing. You're really getting off the ads, like people
Right.
money off of the ads really. So if your content is certain content, like okay, number one, people who make money off YouTube are really kids because they have PG content and they get a lot of views, so they get better ads. So if
Right.
your content is explicit, you got to really ramp up the views. So, as a videographer for up and coming artists, I'm like, they only get in the thousands. They're not getting those type of ads. So why not, make NFTs tied to video content? So basically, my site is gonna have its own token, NFTv1, where so I'm gonna have it where I'm updating the site. Basically, I'm gonna have it like programmatic like content. So it's not gonna be a library of everybody's content. You have to come and tune in to a certain time, like VH1 or MTV used to be, to watch a video, and then attached to that video is going to be NFTs that artist brings to the table to whitelist for the viewers basically.
Mm.
So and then once that video programming time is over, then that video becomes an unlockable video that you have to pay NFTv1 to view to see the NFTs tied to the video.
So if you miss that slot,
Yeah.
then you miss the video.
Well, that video will be held on the site for a time being where you can go unlock it with NFTv1 if you do miss the viewing time.
Gotcha. So where are you in this whole
Right
phase
now,
as far as development?
I was on the stage with a female who she even made it. She was a team of one until she found a team. Right now, I'm a team of one. Right now, I had a team. I couldn't gel with them. I had to go separate. This is all my idea. I have all the ownership over everything. So right now, I'm not a developer. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at understanding technology, understand how to make the token, understand how to code, but I'm just not. I can't sit here and code. I'm a film guy, I'm a
Right.
tech guy. So right now, I'm just I'm working on my white paper. I have an investment deck, but I'm finishing the white paper right now.
Okay. Do you have any investors interested yet?
I'm talking to one guy out in Vegas. He has his own consultant agency right now. So he has people. He said once I finish the white paper that he can send around to, because nowadays people don't want to be rug pulled, and I'm not the type of guy to rug pull. So I want to really see this project through. And this is a project where it's nothing on the market like it. There's another site called glasses.xyz. They their content is not really the content I'm going for, and their whole design is different. And there's really not any other space. There's really not any other platform out right now in the Web 3.0 space that I know NFTv1 could fill.
Nice. So yeah, so that's one of your blockers. If anyone watching is a developer or know anyone, definitely hit up Kalen
Yeah,
because he needs your help to
yeah,
make this happen. I really think I haven't heard anything like this before. This
yeah.
concept. Is this your first startup?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur in the film space, so it's like I've done ground up music videos where I'm a producer and everything, and like I said, I'm a film guy, so I write scripts and everything. I'm an editor as well. But as far as tech, I've worked on another startup with another buddy of mine. It was a lost and found app. I actually tried to get my school connected But it's just like that was the time where apps was like the like NFT crypto space is like the app boom when apps was booming like to build a new app, but not all apps survived, and that was like an app that didn't survive. Social spaces is another startup that I work with. I actually the first time I came to LA, I worked with a startup as a video guy. I've been working with startups since I came to LA. It was a startup called Love Systems. They're still in operation. They just downsized. They basically were like they basically coached men how to talk game to girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you said the one company was a lost and found startup. What was lost and found, like kids?
No, lost and found app. So it's called Deeds, a lost and found app. So basically, you would if you found somebody's lost item, you would post that you found something, or if somebody had lost somewhere, on the map. It's really like it was like an AR, app before AR. Well, so you would post where you found something and post a picture, or you would post where you lost something and post what you lost on the
Gotcha.
app. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess my question for you is, since that's your blocker, what are you working on other than, the tech side of things? What progress are you seeing, or are you trying to attempt to have with the NFTv1 in the next quarter? And then let's just say the next quarter, what's your plans?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna when thinking about going to Shitcoin conference. You meet so many connections. I met people who potentially could develop. I met a team for Philly that one of the guys, he like you, came up to me after I was on the panel and said, I like what you were talking about, and he was mentioning that one of his guys was working on a project like mine, but for adult content. So like
Okay.
but NFTv1, but mine, like I said, mine's fashions after how music video programming was on MTV and VH1, and then it also incorporates, a streaming where after the fact you can buy for a limited time. So it's like, and eventually I want to move past music videos. I want to do short films, features, so like screeners. So like before somebody premieres a video film at a film festival or even theaters, they can have the audience screen it, buy an asset, attached to that project. Once it hits once it hits theaters, then they have an asset that they had, a limited release asset because they watched it before it actually hit theaters. So
Where do you feel we're going in the space of NFTs?
I think
so. You got in 2018, so that was like
I was in that blockchain technology back then. So I met.
That's what I'm right. So you saw the ICO kind of wave.
I saw that. Yeah, I heard about
Right.
ICO way back then, but I didn't understand it entirely. I didn't understand what ICO was entirely, but I did, understand that people raise money to, infuse into a coin that builds on itself if you build a utility on it. If you build a whole, it's like if you build a casino and you have your own token, like coins, you have your own chip that can be exchanged for fiat. So if you have a utility, which I have, NFTv1 has utility. As far as musicians dropping music videos and then dropping MP3s attached to that music video, or tickets to a new concert attached to that video, or what I'm saying? It's just, that's revenue for everybody. That's resale value for everybody, really. You have a song. Once you're done with the song, you sell it to somebody else, and then you sell it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So where do you feel like the NFT space is heading? In the next year, like you've seen the wave, you've seen it, really get fire, really get catch fire.
I think if it's properly managed, and then it's proper, the fraud has to go down, the rug pulls have to go down. If people use it for the right intent, it'll be like a new asset. So it'll be an infusion, like how I compared the whole crypto space to how humans went from barter system to coin. So we were trading off items, and then we had an intermediary that we could go to that allowed us to have more items. So basically, this is like adding a new intermediary crypto, and then I would compare NFTs to stocks. Like it's having stock in an artist or stock in a utility. You know what I'm saying? You're paying into the usage of something that you can use. So you're paying to invest in it, and you're paying basically to be a owner in it. That's what NFTs is, our share of a project.
So do you think it's going to disrupt the?
I don't think it. I don't think it'll disrupt because we still. I need Spotify. You know what I'm saying? We'll still need a theater to go to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna like. It's just like we still need gold. You know what I'm saying? But we don't go to it. It's just like it's not gonna be for everybody. It's gonna be for who it is, and that's gonna be for the people who use it. But it's not gonna. I think it's gonna level out. You know what I'm saying? I think the crypto punks and the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they that was like a test drive for the technology. When they released that art, I already know. Like I have a hypothesis. Some like when you can create revenue off of your own royalty off of your own smart contract. So that was some nerd going on a test run with what the blockchain could do. But then after that, the intellectual property was there to expand upon it. Now you can do more things.
Right.
So it's like it has its purpose. It has uses.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that for sure.
Yeah.
So, as far as your trip down to Miami, did you? How long were you there? Were you there for the whole week or?
I should have stayed longer because I realized now I got family in Florida, so I should have hit them up and be like, "Yo, my Airbnb is over. Let me crash at yours." But I was there from the 4th to the 7th. I love it. My mom's from Florida. So,
Oh, okay. So how did you get on the shitcoin conference speaker list? What was that?
I saw on the website they were looking for speakers. Like if you wanted to speak, they were open to. If you had a project, and a certain topic, and mine's happened to do with NFTs because I went to shitcoin conference because I want my own coin. I don't consider it a shitcoin. Like it's not a Dogecoin. It has utility. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I've created a utility for a coin. It's not a shitcoin. It's just an altcoin. But it could be the shitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay. So what's your plans for the future, man? Like, after you get your engineer team together, kind of give us a roadmap on the next year for NFTv1.
Yes. I mean, just release it as a platform like how OpenSea is, how Rarible is. Apparently LimeWire is coming back out with the
they sure are. Yep.
For music, but this would be it feels niche. Like there's no competition. I see that. I'm still updating the wireframe, so it's like I see where it could be down to the point where it can be eventually an app on Roku TV. You know what I'm saying? It can be an Apple app, the App Store TV. You can tie content you watch on network TV to NFTv1, or eventually that's how I see computers. We watching a basketball game, and then you can tell the screen show me Steph Curry NFTs in his highlights or something as the game's going on, and it's tracking with the players. So I see technology taking off as we invest more into the technology in itself.
Gotcha. So, when should people check in back with you as far as when they should hit your site up and look for more information to come out on the progress?
I would say definitely check back in around July.
Okay.
Yeah, July. Because I got several teams right now that I'm talking to. I'm talking with that potentially could build a minimum viable product. That people can go to. The coin and NFTs could potentially fund it. I'm just a team of one right now. So if I get on if I get a street team that could build up a Discord, it can self-fund itself. I can get an NFTv1 DAO, have a coin, have NFTs, have people already knowing that they can be a part of the community, and then it is self-fund itself to the point where I can find a dev team. But I know this space is really like people are open to just working and believing in what if it has your usage. And that's the thing about Web 3.0. Like it's the type of person that really sees the point of like spreading the wealth and building dope technology.
Right. Yeah, that's the hard part. Building that ecosystem and that community to the point where there's a demand for your service, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's a blockchain based or not, it doesn't matter. It is the service you're providing something that people want, and that's the hard part. and timing, right? Timing as well, I think. But
Definitely.
so, you know, with what you're doing, I think NFTs is perfect timing.
Yeah.
So I definitely wish you good luck and success with that. People can definitely check you out on IG at
Instagram.com/Bisquiat, ITSBITSQUIAT. It's
yeah,
Bisquiat.
I see that one. Or you could check him out at NFTvone on Instagram as well. You get the latest with him. Man, I saw on your personal Instagram profile, you into music?
Yeah, I actually make music.
Okay, so you make music. So tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about that before we wrap up. I'd love to know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been making music like really like since a kid. Really, like I remember being like Stevie Wonder for a play at school and shit, 3rd grade. But like I really didn't focus on it. When I came to LA, I was making beats. I had a MacBook I was on, and then that MacBook crashed. I'm like, all right, God don't want me to make music, so I just focused on film. I just focused on like being a music video director and working on that BTS, editing short films, editing, being a part of different projects. But then recently, like I've been trying to do music videos for artists that just last minute just don't produce, like they don't want to do the music video, and it's like really like straight since September, probably like 6 different artists and like 8 different videos. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm about to just make music videos for myself. I got beats. All my beats are my beats or my bros beats. No YouTube beats. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I know the people who make the beats. They're all from Manchester, or I got one dude from LA, and it's just like it's like I just I make music too.
What
But
did you used to use? What software did you used to use? Fruit Loops?
now I
Fruity
started
Loops?
out on Fruit Loops, but then I went over to Logic. And then
Logic, yeah. I used to use Logic, and actually I used to use Reason. You remember? You know
oh
anything about Reason?
nah.
Yeah, I used to make. I used to have a production company back in the day. Used to make beats and stuff for hip hop cats. So I'm familiar with that whole creative vibe. You know, cool, man. Definitely, guys. I'll leave a link in the description of this video for NFTv1. Check it out. Check out Kalen and his personal Instagram as well as his corporate one for updates on when he's gonna roll this thing out. I think it's a great idea. I haven't heard of it, so it's all about execution at this point. Everybody's got great ideas, but let's see Kalen go ahead and execute on it. That's what we want him to do. So make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Holla!